I always get hype in terms of doing certain episodes because I feel like they could low key be messages. And sometimes I don't know if I've turned a podcast episode into a message. I've turned a message into a podcast episode. But yeah, so this overtime session, we're just kind of reflecting. In terms of walking through a season of obscurity and why I can be so passionate about it. It's honestly because I tell people all the time who have approached me about these seasons of obscurity. Much of my life has been lived in obscurity. If you've seen me in person or you know me personally, I'm not the most impressive stature-wise guy. 5'7", real small dude. I gotta get back in the gym, y'all. I lost a lot of muscle that I had put on last year, so y'all hold me accountable. Get back in the gym, and anyway, I've never really been anyone's like top pick, top choice, if you will. Uh, in terms of different opportunities, I remember being a alternate RA in college, and then from there, being selected to actually be one, and then you know becoming a head RA shortly after that, and then becoming RA of the year from an alternate to RA of the year in 2 years. But it's just examples like that, man, that really have my heart in terms of speaking to people who are living in seasons of obscurity where they feel that they're not seen, they're not valued, they're not heard. Um, like I said, I'm not the most impressive stature-wise guy, um, and it would be easy to pass me by. It would be easy to look past me, or very reserved, very quiet. And so even when it came to speaking or um, preaching and doing these things, it caught a lot of people by surprise, because, like I said, I'm very reserved, very quiet by nature. And so I understand what it's like to know that you're gifted and called to do something, yet it seems like you're not recognized or people don't see that in you. I know what it's like to be rejected from jobs when you're overqualified, and know you can do the job, know that if you give me the chance that I would kill it. And I've seen that a lot of times we are um, in this stage of waiting for people to acknowledge us, and that can be tough because God blesses us through people, and sometimes it's we just don't have the right people in our paths and different things for different reasons. But I believe that um, that's why I keep saying it, and I'm fully embracing the fact that what God has for me is for me, and what you wouldn't see behind some of these last few episodes is being recently rejected from multiple job offers and stuff like that, where I knew I was qualified or knew I would kill it, and you know different things like that, or different situations, whether it be relationship wise or all these other things that can speak to you about rejection, or uh, not being seen, not being heard, not being valued. Um, you wouldn't see that behind, encouraging and speaking into people on the podcast, right? But YouTube family, y'all get the exclusives. So that's why I say I can speak to someone about a season of obscurity because much of my life has been lived there, not being seen, all these different things. Smallest guy on the basketball court, right? And people think they can take advantage of that for whatever reason. Um, but yeah, just different things like that. So I say all that to kind of encourage you, even that in this season, man, stay confident in who God has called you to be. Know that what He has for you is for you, and there's nothing that can stop Him from executing His plan and purpose for your life, as long as you're obedient to His will, to His way, and understand that. So keep your head up in this season of obscurity, in this season. I believe that God is going to raise up some people with pure hearts and pure intentions, um, who have put the work in, who are truly after God's own heart, as David was, with all the flaws, with all the mistakes that he made. He was a man after God's own heart. And so keep your head up. Don't allow resentment to grow in or settle in with leaders or people around you that you look up to, mentors, pastors, elders, go down the list of leaders in ministry or your manager. Don't let resentment grow in. Just trust that what God has for you is for you, and at the right time, He will make it happen. So that's all I wanted to say in this overtime session. I just a little venting, but yeah, I appreciate everyone that has subscribed to the YouTube and continues to tune in. So that's going to do it for this overtime session. I'm your host, Chae Cole. Till next time, peace.